Hello students, how are you? Myself Vijay Hasnale from Firozshah Godrej Junior College Bodi. Today I am going to deliver a video lecture on the topic number 10. The title of the topic is Human Health and Diseases. This is our fourth lecture. In this lecture we are going to cover structure of antibody, then formation of antigen antibody complex, and lastly we are going to cover ABO blood group. So these are also called L chain. L stand for light chain. So two are long chain, two are small chain. Long chain are called heavy chain and two small are called L. L stand for light chain with respect to their molecular weight. And these four chains, polypeptide chains, are held together by disulfide bond. There is a region which called variable region on their antibody that recognize and bind the antigen to form complex. जर आपण सहज बघितलं तर ह्या अँटीबॉडीच्या अग्रभागावरती इथे जर बघितलं, हा जो भाग आहे इथे पहा वरती भाग, हा याला व्हेरिएबल पार्ट म्हणलं जातं कारण हा सतत बदलणार आहे. कारण अँटीजन कसं आहे, जसं अँटीजन त्या प्रकारची अँटीबॉडीज, आणि त्या अँटीजनला धरून ठेवण्यासाठी अँटीबॉडीचा विशिष्ट भाग तयार होणं गरजेचं असतं आणि तो सतत बदलत असतो, म्हणून त्याला व्हेरिएबल पार्ट असं म्हणलं जातं. आणि उरलेला जो भाग आहे खालचा भाग, हा खालचा भाग जो आहे हाईपासून खाली जर आपण बघितला, हा त्याला कॉन्स्टंट, मग त्याला सी पार्ट असं म्हणलं जातं. सो ईच चेन हॅव द टू पार्ट्स, व्ही पार्ट अँड C part. So V part is stand for variable region and C part is nothing but constant region. Among this, variable part is important because with the help of variable part or variable region is going to bind the antigen, and when antigen and antibody come in contact to form antigen antibody complex, then most of the antibodies are having the two binding site, hence they are called bivalent. आपण सर बघितल्या आकृतीमध्ये सुद्धा इथे सुद्धा आपल्याला दिसतं ही, म्हणजे याद्वारे सुद्धा एका अँटीजनला ते पकडून ठेवू शकतात आणि या दुसऱ्या एंडने सुद्धा एक अँटीजनला पकडून ठेवू शकतात. हेन्स दे आर कॉल्ड बायव्हॅलंट. देन हाऊ द अँटीजन bind with the antibody and to form antigen antibody complex. Earlier we covered when antigen is enter in the body, accordingly our antibody are going to produce, and when antigen, a part of antigen is come in contact with the part of antibodies, and when you study how antigen is bind with the antibody to form antigen antibody complex, so that time it considers the serology. So serology is nothing but study of antigen antibody complex. Just earlier covered, in response to the antigen, antibodies are produced. The part of antigen, when it come in contact with the antibody, a part of antigen is bind with the part of antibody, that is called epitope, and the part of antibody, when it come in contact with the part of antigen, that part of the antibody is called paratope. म्हणजे अँटीजनचा जो भाग अँटीबॉडीच्या संपर्कात येणार आहे, तर त्या अँटीजनच्या ज्या भागाला इपिटोप असं म्हणतात, तर अँटीबॉडीचा जो भाग अँटीजनच्या संपर्कात येणार आहे त्या अँटीबॉडीच्या भागाला पॅराटोप असं म्हणलं जातं. सो इपिटोप इज अ पार्ट ऑफ अँटीजन, इज अ बाइंडिंग साइट ऑफ द अँटीजन, while paratope is a binding site of antibody, and when they come in contact, so they bind together to form antigen antibody complex. Okay, now we'll see about the ABO blood group. Earlier we have covered antigens are present on the surface of pathogen, but antigen also present on the surface of RBCs. RBCs are the blood cells. What kind of antigens present on the RBC, that going to determine blood group of that person. There are different genetically determined blood group systems came in exist due to the antigen determination. These systems are ABO, RH, Duffy, Kidd, Lewis, P, MNS, Bombay blood group, etc. Now point is there, how the ABO blood group came in exist. Who is described? Karl Landsteiner in 1900 described or discovered ABO blood group system. According to him, there were only three blood groups: blood group A, blood group B, and blood group O. And because of that, the system is considered as a ABO blood group system. Later on, in 1902, the two followers or students of the Karl Landsteiner, De Castolo and Sterling, which introduced one more blood group, that blood group AB, in addition to the blood group A, B, and O. And because of that, nowadays we are going to consider four kind of blood group, namely blood group A, blood group B, blood group AB, and blood group O. Whatever the different blood group systems are there, among these, ABO blood group system is considered as a more ancient or more primitive. Nowadays we have different kinds of blood group system, and we have considered four kind of blood group. Now question is there, how the blood groups are going to determine? The blood groups are determined on the basis of the antigens present on RBC of the person. How the blood group determined? So with the help of this chart, we are going to explain. So just consider on this chart, we have mentioned blood group, their genotype, what kind of antigens present on the surface of RBC, as well as antibodies in the serum. Can he donate the blood to which person, or can receive the blood from which person? So let us say with the one by one. Now the person having the blood group A, the person having blood group A in their RBCs or on the surface of their RBC having the antigen A, and because of the blood group determined as A. But at the same time, in his serum or plasma, antibody B is present. म्हणजे ज्याचा रक्तगट A आहे, त्याच्या रक्ताच्या तांबड्या पेशीच्या पृष्ठभागावरती A प्रकारचा अँटीजन असतो. म्हणजे ज्या प्रकारचा अँटीजन त्या प्रकारचा रक्तगट असं थोडक्यात सांगितलं जातं. पण त्याच्यामध्ये अँटीबॉडीज अगदी विरुद्ध असते. म्हणजे रक्तगट A असेल तर अँटीबॉडी B प्रकारची असते. कारण अँटीजन A आणि अँटीबॉडी A एकत्र आलं तर त्यातून कॉम्प्लेक्स तयार होतो. आणि हे जर व्हायचं नसेल, रक्त जर द्रव स्वरूपात ठेवायचं असेल, ते गोठता कामा नये असं व्हायचं असेल तर अँटीजन A आणि अँटीबॉडी A एकत्र येता कामा नये. आणि निसर्गता अशी परिस्थिती आपल्या रक्तामध्ये दिसून येते. So let us see here once again. So those having blood group A having antigen A on their surface of RBC, while antibody B is present in the serum, and that person can donate the blood to the person having blood group A as well as blood group AB, and can receive the blood from the person having blood group A or O. If I consider the blood group B, so those person having blood group B having antigen B on their surface of RBC, but antibody A is present in their serum, and that person can donate the blood to the person having blood group B or AB, and can receive the blood from the person having blood group B or O. Now third blood group is there, AB. So those person having blood group AB having both kind of antigens on the surface of their RBCs, antigen A and B, but person doesn't having any kind of the antibodies in their serum, and the person can donate the blood to the person having blood group AB only, but can receive the blood from the person having blood group A, B, AB and O. In short, the person having blood group AB can receive the blood to any person in the sense the person may have blood group A, B, AB or O. Hence, blood group AB is considered as a universal acceptor. Now we see the four kind of blood group, that is a blood group O. The person having blood group O doesn't having any kind of the antigens on the surface of RBC, but having both kind of antibodies in the serum, like antibody A and antibody B. And if the antigens are absent, hence the blood group is going to determine as a blood group O. The person can donate the blood to the person having blood group A, B, AB and O. In short, the person can donate the blood to the person having blood group A, B, AB or O. Hence is considered as a universal donor, but can receive the blood from the person having blood group O only. Now, in addition to the blood group A, B, AB and O, RH factor also take into the consideration. Now question is there, what do you mean the RH factor? RH factor also determined by, described by or discovered by Karl Landsteiner and Wenner in 1940. First of all, they observe such kind of the factor or antigen present on the surface of the RBC of rhesus monkey, and from the rhesus the term RH came in exist. Such kind of the antigen or RH factor later on also observed in the human blood or RBC of the human blood. Those person having the RH factor on the RBC, that person considered as a RH positive, and those person with or without RH factor considered as the RH negative. The RH factor also called D antigen. So by considering antigen A, B as well as RH factor, there are total 8 kind of blood groups are there, like blood group A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, O positive and O negative. While blood donation or blood transfusion, blood group should be determined. Why it is essential to determine blood group? By just mismatching blood group come together, they are going to form antigen antibody complex and result into the clotting of the blood, and that may become fatal. म्हणजे रक्तदान करताना किंवा रक्त चढवताना ज्या व्यक्तीला त्याची आवश्यकता आहे त्यावेळेस त्याचा रक्तगट माहिती असणं गरजेचं आहे. चुकून मिसमॅचिंग ब्लड ग्रुप जर एकत्र आले तर त्यातून अँटीजन अँटीबॉडी कॉम्प्लेक्स तयार होऊन रक्ताच्या गुठळ्या होऊ शकतात आणि रक्ताचा प्रवाह थांबून कदाचित त्या व्यक्तीचा मृत्यू सुद्धा ओढू शकतो. म्हणून रक्तदान करताना किंवा रक्त घेताना रक्तगट माहिती असणं महत्त्वाचं आहे, गरजेचं आहे. म्हणूनच आपल्या ओळखपत्रावरती आपला रक्तगट नमूद केलेला असतो, जेणेकरून अपवादात्मक परिस्थितीमध्ये रक्त देण्याची जेव्हा वेळ येते तेव्हा रक्तगट अगोदरच माहित असेल तर वेळ वाचू शकतो आणि प्राण सुद्धा वाचले जाऊ शकतात. तर आरबीसी च्या वरती अँटीजन ए, बी किंवा आरएच फॅक्टर असल्यामुळे आपल्याला वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे रक्तगट शोधता येतात. RH factor also important. Why? Because there may be RH incompatibility. आता म्हणजे काय, चुकून जर मिसमॅचिंग ब्लड ग्रुप म्हणजे RH फॅक्टरचा विचार जर केला आणि मिसमॅचिंग ब्लड ग्रुप जर एकत्र आला तरी त्याचे दुष्परिणाम होऊ शकतात. उदाहरणार्थ आपण बघूया. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, इफ द प्रेग्नंट वुमन कॅरिंग द fetus with RH positive but mother is RH negative. If the mother is RH negative, definitely there is no antigen and accordingly there is no antibodies for RH. But at the time of delivery, that may be possible, the RH factor can be entered from fetus into the mother's body. And when it enters first of all in the mother body, the immune cells going to produce antibodies against the RH factor, that called RH antibody. If the mother carry the fetus during the second pregnancy, And if that fetus also having Rh positive, so that time that going to create the trouble. What kind of trouble is there? Because mother body cells already produce Rh antibody, and that can be entered in the fetus body through the placenta. And when Rh antibody come in contact with Rh antigen, they are going to form antigen antibody complex, and hence the clotting of blood maybe came in result. And because of that, that baby may be died before the birth or maybe after birth. And this phenomenon is called HDN, hemolytic disease of newborn, or also called erythroblastis fetalis. थोडक्यात नवजात शिशूमध्ये होणारा हा आजार कधी कधी बाळ जन्माला येण्याच्या अगोदरच ते मृत पावलेलं असतं किंवा जन्मल्यानंतर काही वेळामध्ये त्याचा मृत्यू होऊ शकतो. आणि हे जर टाळायचं असेल तर काय करता येईल, ते टाळता येऊ शकतं का? Is going to prevent? Yes, definitely is going to prevent. So mother has to inject anti-Rh antibody. Because of that, that Rh antibody going to inactivate and can serve the life of the baby having blood group Rh positive. Thank you.